So first thing is actually log management. Coming to MySQL log management. If anyone working on Oracle, for them it's very close. Oracle actually audit log is separate. Trace file is separate. Trace file separate, alert log separate, right? Audit log separate. Total 3 will be there. So here PostgreSQL, only one file, one log file for everything, tracking and error messages, normal queries, everything, only one log file, right? So if you come to MySQL given 4 kinds of logs. 4. One is general log. Another one is error log. Another one is slow query log and bin log. I think most of the people are aware of this one, binary log, transaction logs, right? Whatever the transaction you are doing, each and every transaction will be recorded in the log file. In future, that will be useful for point in time recovery purpose, that one. And one more thing, if you build the replication to copy transaction log to standby to keep both the servers in sync, that time bin log will be useful, right? We know most of the people aware of this one, bin log. Coming to general log, normally, which user connected, what is the connection ID, what query executed, that kind of details it will record by default. General query, normal connectivity part. But MySQL given one more option, only error messages. If I done something error, that error messages only will be recorded. That error messages means you are making some changes, invalid parameter in configuration file, server level some table corruption issue, these kind of errors. That error messages will be recorded in the error log. Slow query log, especially most of the companies, what they will do, they are very serious about the query execution time. They will keep one thing, maybe any query, if it is taking more than 2 minutes for execution or more than 3 minutes for execution, so they will treat like a slow running query. Normally it is expected 1 minute to 2 minutes expected, but some people, they will put a limitation. If any query taking more than 2 minutes, 3 minutes, they will not accept it. Okay, they will start fighting with the developers. Your query is not running properly, you need to tune it, like that. These kind of things will come. So for that, especially I will record those type of queries in slow query log. Binary log we know, right? So first I'll do one thing, general log. I'll show you general log. See how to find the general log. Go to the server, MySQL. Okay, let me log in with MySQL. Okay, use MySQL database. So variables like percentage general, right? General. Make it general. If you see this, by default general log capturing are off. Default off, right? This one general log is off actually. So you do one thing, make sure whether it is a static parameter, dynamic parameter, already given the system variable, right? MySQL system variables. That one URL I given. Go there. Check that parameter will be there. It's static or dynamic. It will print it. Control F. Yeah, general log is there, right? So it's a dynamic. Normally, no need to do any restart. So you do one thing simple. You can change the value. Okay. Set global variabilities. Global general log on. That means global means across all the databases. In your server, maybe 3 databases, 4 databases, right? Each and every database, what activity happening, it will be recording server level. See, set global general log, right? I made it like a so variables like general. If you see that general log on is there, my default log file is varlib MySQL MariaDB log file is there. Do one thing after this one actually. If you want to change the path, up to you. You can change it. Same thing. Set global general log file. Okay, you give the path, so that file it will go. It is also dynamic only. You no need to do any restart kind of thing. So both up to you. Use the set command. Okay. Future purpose, what I will do always better is I will change this one. I will keep the entries in conf file. See, let me change this file as well. Location. What happens here? Can we set the value of home MySQL log bin? Let me check actually whether I have the directory or not. Okay, can't be set. Why can't be set? In home MySQL Let me go to the log. There is no log directory, right? That is the reason it can't be set. Let me create the log directory. I created, right? MySQL, use MySQL DB. Now simply run the query again, set global this one. Now check set global various variables like general, right? See, general log is on by default off actually, okay? General log is on, your log file is this one. Anytime you can change it, but always best practice is keep the entry in etc my.cnf, right? Always this is best practice. Do one thing, both the entries you can take it. Whatever the entries I kept it, right? That two entries you keep it. General log is on and general log file location you can keep it. Escape : WQ. Switch to MySQL. Test MySQL. Use MySQL DB actually. Okay, like that you can able to make that one actually. Now you do one thing. Any connectivity with any user you created or whatever it is actually. Okay, up to you. You can perform some operations. See, let me do the create table operation. I think already I have created the table. Yeah, not there. So let me insert the data. For example, I'm dropping the table. Okay, drop the table. Let me open the log file here. Exit. Open the file. Okay, where everything clearly it will display actually. Okay, see this one actually. But bad thing is username details will not appear here. Okay, so see drop table is there. That insert statement is there. Create statement is there. Scroll up actually. So this one actually ID connection ID 10 actually. Okay, with which user, with connection ID 10, which user connected you can able to check it. MySQL user created, MySQL user connected actually. Okay, so we can get the details. Normally if anyone is already running, use MySQL database. So process list. So process list. If you see this one actually, every query it will display the connection ID. Okay, with the connection ID, what is the user, from where he connected, which query is running, everything it will display. We can get it. Wait for some time. Okay, so this is the way I can able to see just what are the queries running in the this one. I can able to check, right? This is for general log. So general log normally connection ID only we can get it. And one more thing is there, error log. For example, see, error log means not normal one. Error log contain a record of a MySQL startup and shutdown times. It is also contains diagnostic messages such as errors, warnings, and notes that occurring during the server startup and shutdown. Don't think like if you are doing a drop table statement wrongly, wrong syntax. Drop tables employee, wrong syntax, right? Don't expect that kind of error messages. Your error messages, normal error messages will be in general log, but system related error messages will come as part of your error log actually. Okay, so for example, see, so variables like error. Okay, like error actually. So if you see error log error actually, log error, my error default file is there, right? Where log MySQL D. If you remember, while starting the server, so it will display everything, root user password and where is your socket file, and okay, these kind of details it will display. InnoDB initialization started, that kind of things it will display. System related error messages, warnings, notifications, operations, system related only. System related things it will record. Normal errors it will be in your general log actually. Okay, like that. And one more thing, see, I given detailed explanation for each and everything. Normally general log is there, right? Log of every SQL query received from a client, as well as each client connect and disconnect, what time connected, what time disconnected. Okay, it is a record of each and every query actually. Okay, and one more thing, if it is reaching recording each and every query, right, automatically size will grow immediately actually, very fastly size will grow. I covered changing the path and keeping entries in the my.conf file, right? Now we'll do one thing actually. See, not only this one, what MySQL done, you know, earlier only you can able to find it from this one file only, but now they introduced actually table itself directly. For that one table they introduced, You can see the table here. Log into the MySQL. PostgreSQL, we don't have this option. PostgreSQL we don't have, and I think Oracle also we don't have, right? Audit log, alert log, you cannot find from any metadata table. Only you can find it from log file only. But MySQL given this option.
No,
What?
there is a audit option. Audit table will be there.
Audit table, what? Error message, not error message, audit table.
Error message
User,
won't have. It is
for
an
which
alert.
user, for which user audit enabled, for which operation audit enabled, that details will be there. For example, see, Rambabu user, I have enabled audit option, okay? Enabled audit option. If Rambabu doing select, insert, update, or else if Rambabu doing drop statement, that should be recorded in the audit log, okay? What I can check from audit table, only I can check which user, for which option audit enabled, okay? So if Rambabu performing drop table operation, drop table statement, it will be recording in the audit log file, not in the table. But MySQL not like that. That entries will be recorded in this table. See, select star from MySQL.general log. This is the table. If you see by default 0 entries, any reason? Actually, by default, it is a file format actually. You need to define which format you want. General log you need in a file format or you need in a table format, you need to decide. For that, see what I will do. So variables like log output, okay? Log output. If you see this one, default my log output is file actually. That is the reason all the entries recording to the log file, right? General log file. Nothing recording in the table. We'll do one thing. We'll make changes, huh? Okay? What I will do, I will set the log global log output table. I want output in the this one actually table format. See, log output format is table, right? Table. Now we'll do one thing. Select star from this one. General log is there, right? Okay. It already started recording actually. See, very nice actually. Earlier you literally it's a problem for you, right? But now easily you can crack it. Which user? Root user from localhost he connected actually. His thread ID is 12 actually. Okay, he executed the query. If you know the thread ID, if you know the timestamp, you can get the respective query from file as well, right? So anyway, I have not done anything. We'll do one thing. Let me create table. If I create one table, what will happen? Create table employee number integer. Okay, integer insert into emp values. Arun, you be careful actually. Yeah? Most of the things, once you get the access to database server, you can check first whatever it is. 1, 2, 3. This only I have inserted data, right? Okay. Inserted, select star from employee table. So let me do this one actually. General log, if you see, for your information, little bit scroll up actually. So each row wise it is displayed actually, okay? But here you are not getting the query. You are getting the thread ID, right? Thread ID, right? Thread ID. Thread ID is 12 actually. Which user connected, from which host connected, you have the details. Go there. So variables, this is one bad thing in MySQL. You need to coordinate the thread ID, that process ID. Variables like see percentage general, okay? If you see this one, this is my general log. Exit. Let me do the cat actually. If I see this one, thread ID 12, which user? Thread ID 12. Scroll up. See this one, thread ID 12. Which user? Root user, right? Root user, local host. So this thread ID you connected with the root user. Whatever you done up to now, all with root user only. Where is the detail? Select star from general log. This one, and set global is there, right? Okay. Yeah. And one more thing actually. Wait a minute. Yeah, with 12. Okay. So as already it is recording there actually. It is not recording the statement here. Okay. Statement's not recording. I'll do one thing. So this is the way you can get it. And this one, if you don't want for specific session, that is also possible. I don't want to record whatever the operations I'm doing. I don't want to record it. For that one, simply you can make it like this. See, set session SQL log of equal to 1. this parameter by default off actually. Okay. You have logged into the session. You don't want to capture that in general log. That entry don't want to capture in general log. Just like a cheating. You can do this entry and you can do your activity. It will not record it. Okay. And one more thing, specific keyword. For example, normally if you have a replication, what it will happen automatically, replication each and every bin log copy, it will make a entry. So if you don't want to see that one entries in the general log, if everything including general log size will become more, right? So simply you can make it actually, you can exclude it. If slave related one, if any other specific thing related one, if you want to disable it, you can disable. Okay. But always make sure keep the entry in etc my.cnf. Okay. And one more thing, see what are the entries are there in the general log table. You can get it like this. MySQL, use MySQL. So if you see this one table, actually in the table event time, what time happened, user host, thread id, server id, okay, command type, argument, these details only you can get it from the general log table. Okay. By default, see engine is CSV, Excel sheet. Okay. Default engine CSV mode for the general log. And one more thing actually, rotating logs. If you want to reduce the size actually. Okay. For example, now see select count star from maybe 1 lakh entries are there in the general log table. Okay. General log table. So for example, right now 54 is there. Daily size growing means it's a drawback, right? At any point of time, you can drop it. See, set global general log of rotating logs important. So then you can do the truncate. Some people will do complete truncate. Some people will do just delete with where condition, right? That one also you can do. Okay, truncate table. Again, I'm making on actually general log. So this is the easy way of rotation. General log rotation. Now see one entry only there, right? Now if you perform any operation, automatically it will record in the general log file. Now general log actually mostly no use, waste actually, waste of time. By capturing also no point. Normally in which case you need the log file, either if it is taking more time or else either if it is throwing any error kind of things, right? That kind of things only we need the log. See error log already I told, right? System related errors, any system related errors, it will be recorded. By default it is enabled actually. Okay. Default it is enabled. So you can find it. Find that one whether enabled or not, you can do like this, log error. So if it is by default, if it is disabled, this entry will not appear. It will become a 0. It will appear a 0, but default it is enabled. Okay. You no need to do anything for this also. It's also MySQL given table. See, but this one in performance schema database. Okay. Error log in performance schema database. Select star from, say this one. Performance schema, this one actually. Okay. All the things actually. So whatever the entries and root password, root user password you are seeing outside, right? In the var log messages, var log MySQL D. Here, see if you see this one very clearly, it will print somewhere root password. Root password definitely it will be there somewhere. Okay. That my var log only there only. Under slash var log we have, right? Temporary password. See, somewhere it is there. Okay. Up to you. Whether you can read it from there or you can read it from here actually. Okay. Here also you can read it. For MySQL, same as Oracle actually. Yeah, this code will be there, error code. So they also very easy. MySQL, if you are getting any error, based on the error code, if you have this one actually, you can Google it with the error code. Okay. You can find the answer, solution for that. Now see, this is error table, right? So if you want to see the definition, you can take it. So create table. That error log table definition, you can see that actually. Okay, it will be very useful. Engine actually default performance schema. Okay, so now next one actually. So see here, you can do the filter conditions. Sometimes actually I don't want few operations. They mentioned actually error log services. They mentioned as a different categories. So log filter internal, log sync internal, both options I have actually for filtering condition. Okay, by default they given, leave it as it is. You no need to make any changes. And one more thing, see I mentioned here, right? Log filter internal, log sync internal. What exactly? See, normally log error is there. This variable defines path of MySQL error log. Log error services is there. This one, this variable controls which log components to enable for error logging. By default, the values are set to log filter internal and log sync internal, right? Correct. By default, log filter internal and log sync internal. What it is? You see this one, log filter internal. This value provides error of log filtering based on the log event priority and error code in combination with the log error verbosity and log error suppression list system variable. And one more thing, actually, this value defines traditional error log output format. For your information, whatever the entries you are getting, right? Hey, no, Rambabu, only I need actually this one. Error message timestamp. If you want, only you can keep it this one. Log filter internal, remove the one. Keep it only one actually. Event priority, error code. These two only will come. Anyway, verbosity coming automatically, okay? But if you add log sync interval, it will completely gives very detailed. See how it is giving this one. This is the traditional format, right side one. Actually, okay, it will give the clear cut message, either warning or error, that one. But previous one, log sync, what is that? Log filter internal actually. This one just error code only will come, error code and priority only will come actually. So after that, actually, see, same entries. Don't miss anything. Whatever the entries we are taking, right? That entries you keep it in a this one. And few people actually, I don't want all the error messages. Okay, I know very critical error messages, MySQL error codes. If I want, actually, I can suppress that one only. Okay, if I don't want some warnings, I can exclude that one. If I want something, if I don't want something, I can add it. That error message will not appear. For example, see some warning messages, same warning error message, multiple times it will record. For example, in this case, I didn't see anything like that, but 1 minute. Yeah, I can get it. That one also. Select error code, comma, count star, right? Count star from this one, performance schema, error log, group by error code. Okay, error code. So if you see this one, actually, a few of the things, 576, 577, multiple times coming. If this is a just warning, what I can do, very simple, I can suppress this code actually. Okay, I can suppress this code, it will not come next time onwards. And one more thing, log error verbosity. See, they given one more option also. Log error verbosity. Only error message I want, I will make it as 1. Error plus warning I want, I will make 2. Log error verbosity, error, warning, information. Okay, all 3 I want to capture. In that case, I'll make it as a 3. Based on your product criticality, you make these changes. Log error verbosity, the name itself displaying, right? Verbosity means how to print the log, in which format. That one, suppression list, clearly saying actually what it is saying. Suppression list, which error code you don't want to record in the log file. Okay, like that. So see, if I make a 3, error message, warning, information, all things will be printed actually. Okay, you keep it like that. And one more thing, see, error log entries already I displayed, right? This one. So, but already multiple entries are there. It seems almost huge number of entries are there. Each and every entry, what error message is there, error code, and that priority, system related, warning. See, warning is there here. Warning is there. If you go someone actually something, it will display like that. Actually, system warning like that. It will display error messages. Next thing, actually, see, and one more thing also there. If you still want to more control over the log file, if you see PostgreSQL, I told, right, audit log size, log rotation size, same thing you can do in a MySQL as well. Error log buffered bytes, number of bytes used in the error log table. Okay, you can mention the size as well, you can control it. Okay, see, by default, actually, this one, each entry, it will be 2 MB bytes, KBs, right? Sorry, almost 2104 means KB. Which one? This entry is there, right? Error log entry. That entry will be select bytes 1024 KB, 2 KB. Each entry size is 2 KB. But if no, Rambaba, I want to print more elaborate manner. Yes, you can increase the value to maybe 5 KB, something like that. You can keep it. Number of buffered events. How many events you want to record actually? So default 16 events are there. That events it will capture. Error log expired events. If you mention any number, actually, that many number of events only will be there in the table. Remaining will be automatically recycled. Okay, keep it default. It will not rotate anything. This one actually latest error message timestamp. I will find this one. How to convert this value to timestamp? PostgreSQL I'm able to find it, but MySQL I didn't get that much chance actually. Okay, I will once I get the function how to convert number to timestamp, I will ping in the WhatsApp group. Okay. And one more thing actually, if you want to truncate the table, error log table is there, right? Like general log, you cannot truncate it actually. The table cannot be indexed. Each column is already indexed by default. Two things are there. One is you cannot truncate the table. Second thing actually, table cannot be, you cannot create the index. Already required index are there. You can do like this. Get the entry. So create table. So create table. So the statement is there, right? Default actually performance schema engine actually. So it will not allow to truncate the table. They are saying actually, but you can try it. Let me try. What is the error? It will show. That is truncate table, right? Truncate table. Okay. Drop command denied for the user. This one. My user root user is the super user. If anyone asks in interview how to clean the error log means, you tell them it is not possible to truncate it. I can make the expired this one actually either expired events. This kind of settings I will make it like that. You can tell them. Okay. And one more thing, MySQL slow query log. This one only most of the companies required. All the long running queries they want to capture actually. So where the MySQL database server registers all queries that exceeded a given threshold of a execution time. Okay. MySQL on your server is configured to log all queries. See by default, if you see, so variables default value I will show you. If you see this one, default slow query log off. It will not capture anything. And your issue, this one only, your slow query log is there. If any slow query log comes, actually we no need to become panic. First thing actually check on what basis they kept it. See, first show variables is off, right? I will do one thing. I will set it on actually. Okay. So, and one more thing, show variables like long query time. These two are interlinked. One is slow query log and second one is long query time. These two are interlinked. If you see default value, how much is there? 1 means actually, if any query if you want to enable this option, what it will happen? If any query taking more than 10 seconds, it will record in the log file. Okay, in this slow query log file. So my slow query log dependent upon long query time option. Okay, now we'll do one thing. By default, administrative statements are not logged. Administrative statements means alter table, analyze table, check table, create index, drop index, optimize table, repair table. These things will not be recorded in the slow query log. Even though it is taking time, still it will not record in the slow query log for your information. If anyone asked in interview whether administrative statements included in the slow query log or not, it will be not included by default. Okay. So now I'll do one thing. By default, it is off actually. So variables like log slow admin statements, this one. If you want, you can make it on as well. Okay. And one more thing, this is very important. I like this one. MySQL, this is one of the best feature. If any slow query not using indexes, you can catch it easily. It will throw error. It will give a message, not error. Hey, your table has index, but still not using index in the execution plan. Slow queries not using indexes. You can get it actually. Okay. And one more thing. First, we'll do one thing. Let me make global slow query log equal to on. Okay. Next one actually. So set a global log queries not using indexes. I want to capture that one as well. Queries which are not using indexes. Set global long query time. We'll do one thing. I cannot make a bigger query which can take more than 10 seconds. That is the reason I am giving actually 1 second actually. Okay, any query crossing more than 1 second, I want to capture it. Set global long query time 0, 1. And one more thing, set global log slow admin statements equal to on. All the thing, each and every slow query I want to capture it, whether it is user created or whether it is this one actually. My this one admin function generated, whichever it is. Both the things I need. Now what I will do? Same entries. Always best practice I told, right? Exit, go to vi etc my.cnf file. Okay, escape, shift Z. I'm on the last line. Escape array. MySQL don't have access. Exit vi etc my.cnf. Okay, escape, shift Z. Escape. Okay, so we'll do one thing. Just let me keep all the entries there. Long query time, right? That one I given 0.1. So hyphen MySQL. Just log into the MySQL. Use MySQL. Okay. So you do one thing. So variables like slow, right? Like slow. So see, you see this one actually. Admin statements I kept it on, right? And one more thing actually, slow query log I kept it on, and slow query log file, this one I given. Important thing is different one. Variables like which one? Long time, right? Long query time. Long query time. Okay, just a minute. Long query time option. Long query time, correct one, right? Variables like long underscore query underscore time. Why? Just a minute. It is exact variable, right? I don't need to use percentile. So 0.1, right? 0.1 means 1 second. Okay. 0.1 means 1 second, or 2 means 2 seconds, like that actually. 10 means this one actually, 10 seconds, like that. Okay. Your wish. For example, today morning, Arun, what is the value? Your query, long query time value, you see that. Then you will come to know that. Okay. How much your value? Sorry?
10 seconds.
Arun, voice not clear completely. Maybe for Varun or for all getting same issue?
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Okay, okay. Query taking more than 10 seconds. Okay. So we'll do one thing now. I enabled all the parameters, right? I'll do one thing actually. I will, what I will do, I will perform some operation. Okay. Simple create table. It will not take that much time. I know that. Create table department number integer name varchar of 10 salary integer. Okay. Integer. It is just 0.08 seconds. It should capture. Insert into DEPT values 1 comma ram comma salary 2000. Okay, 3 values, right? Semicolon. This is 0.02 seconds. Let me increase the insert into department values, select star from. I will do one thing. 0.1 means everything will be captured, right? Definitely. No, not captured. Each and everything within 0.08 it's capturing, right? No problem. Let me make more than one. Insert into this one. I'll do one thing. Insert into DEPT, select star from DEPT. Easily I can make the more time. 0.01. Okay. 0.01. 0.01. I need to cross the 0.02. 0.04. No, this and all not recorded. Now it will record. From here onwards, it will record, right? Next statement onwards, it will record. Okay. Now this one enough actually. I will do one thing. Update department set number equal to 100. Where number equal to 2. Okay. No 2, right? Just 1. 1 is there. So it is 0.38 second. Okay. This one also will record. 100. Again, let me do update. Okay. Whatever it is. More than that time, definitely it will record actually. Okay. Simply do one thing. Where is your query? So variables. Where is the file? like slow, actually. So this is my file, exit, open the file. If you open it, actually, what happened? Wait a minute, nothing recorded, right?
Maybe you need to reload, I think.
Restart. Which parameter requires restart in this long query one, or I will do one thing. Let me restart actually. Okay, it's not even capped time one. But before that, we'll do one thing. Which parameter requires restart? Everything reflected, right? So variable total I changed 4, right? First parameter. Let me make this one long query one. Which parameter is dynamic we need actually? Long query time. It is reflected, no problem. 0.1. Slow query is log on, default off, right? So let me check. No, this is also on only. Everything working fine actually. 0.1. Okay. Use MySQL. Just a minute. Oh. 1 minute. Just a minute. I got the point now. Slow log. Bad thing. Select star from slow log. %G /Z. Okay. So this one actually what happened, the main thing is we have given table format, right? That one log format. That one I given table format, right? This file. So let me do one thing. Let me make it. If you get more easily, you can get it then. Slow log actually. So variables like I know the culprit. I know that one actually log. You see that log actually this one table, right? No. One more I given table log output actually. Okay. So we'll do one thing instead of this one, set the global log output equal to file. Okay. Let me give the file. So variables like make that one log output. Keep it this one. Okay. Now it's file, right? We'll do one thing. A bigger table is there. Let me do insert. Double 0.49 double 3 times. Okay. Make update statement from update statement as well. Okay, update 2 again, update 100 wherever 2 is there, like that. Okay, let me go to the log file. So variable like %log, right? Slow one actually. So this is my slow query log. Exit. Let's open the file. Already given 0.51, right? 0.1. Now you saw that, right? Don't panic unnecessarily. So if there is not there, if not there in the table, it will be in the file. If it is not in the file, entries will be there in the table. See now here, first one, insert query. If you see this insert query, so this is the timestamp. I told right already, I will give you this one. So this is the insert query, the slow one. How much time it is taking actually? Just a minute. Query time 0.49, right? This one 0.49. Second query, second insert 0.89. Third one 0.33. Update one. Okay, and one more update is there. That one is 0.36. Now you have the slow query log, right? One more thing is there actually. Your slow query log. Just a minute. This is your slow query log, right? Now MySQL given one more option still. Slow query log, you can play with that slow query log. For that, they given MySQL dump slow, one utility. If you remember, during that installation day, I told, right? While explaining the utilities, this utility for this purpose, that one for this purpose, like that I explained, right? By the time. So MySQL dump slow is the utility. What it will do? It parses MySQL query log files and summarizes their content. Little bit actually, sorting one, okay, order by number of rows, like this actually it will display. If you see MySQL dump slow, my log file is there. So default it will read it and it will print the entries actually. See how many queries are there? Unique queries. Unique queries 2 only, right? See, if you observe insert statements, how many times? 3 times executed. Okay, total time 0.98 seconds, just like a summarizing. If you see here, update query, 2 times I executed, right? So 2 times I executed, total time 0.35 seconds actually. Okay, like that. And sometimes I can take like a different way. So this is default way, count wise, and see the following will show you the top 5 queries which returned the maximum number of rows. Okay, number of rows wise actually, top order. See, now same thing, MySQL, not this one actually. So this one, yeah, same thing I printed actually. Here actually sort by number of times. You can give it number of times executed. That is a sorting fashion. Top 5. So see, MariaDB1 slow query log. Okay, perfect. So if you see this actually, order wise it given. First one, insert statement is there, right? Insert into this one. I mentioned actually number of times, right? Yeah. This one 3 times actually, insert one. This one actually 2 times. This one, what is that one actually? Here, sorry, this one. Let me give the space or else you will get problem. So I have actually only 2 kinds of queries. Okay, 2 kinds of queries. One is insert, another one is update actually. Okay, so that is the reason it displayed like that. So now what you can do, whatever the query taking more execution time, you take all the list. Arun and Rajani, whoever already started working on MySQL, right? Especially if you are getting any slow query log, first you check with the application team whether really it is a problem or not. If someone kept 10 seconds, okay, 10 seconds as a time threshold, that means whichever the query is taking more than 10 seconds, it will record in the slow query log. Is it really that much necessary to track it? Sometimes they will say, hey, if query takes 2-3 minutes also okay for us. It is not a big deal. Sometimes they will say if it is crossing 10 seconds, very critical. What you will do, find out which query taking more than 10 seconds from the slow query log. You try to do optimization from your side. Analyze is there, right? Stats capturing and rearc kind of thing you can do in from your side, which is not locking. That concept you do. After that, still if you are seeing that entries in the slow query log, then ask your this team actually, developers team. Hey, we are seeing these entries in the top time consuming queries. This is the time. So you can tune it. Ask them developers actually what you will do as a DBA. You will do only stats capturing and maintenance operations for the respective table. Remaining things, developer team is the responsible actually. Okay. And one more thing, if slow query log becoming very big actually. Okay. So 2 options are there. Simple way is this one. First, this is a MOS way. Like if you don't know the technically, then it will work actually. Everywhere option this one only. Use MySQL. You just make the slow query log off actually. Okay. Later, just flush the logs. First slow logs. Any slow logs are there, just flush it. Okay. That's it. After that, what I will do, just exit. Know the log file, right? Your log file name. Just move it to the different timestamp. See, cd varlib. Don't remove the old files. ls-ltr star.log. Array, what happened? Baba? Varlib MySQL, right? MySQL. ls-ltr star.log. If you see, 2 things are there. Earlier, my MariaDB slow log is there. I renamed it as a MariaDB slow with a timestamp. Okay. Now you can do one thing. After that, you ggzip that one. Whatever the file is there, right? You ggzip it. Not only simply leave by moving. So you zip that file as well. Okay, I want to save some space. So you can zip it like this. Give it, keep the timestamp. Which one, right? 26. So you can keep it log.gz. Okay. Keep the entry log.gz dot. So I'm compressing that. Okay. Compressing. So not only renaming, just compress also. After that, actually go to your server, simply make the slow query log on. But if you see now, LSI penalty are star.log, right? Star.log only, see, where are you right now? Star.log, right? See, automatically previous one, yeah. Now again, immediately created, right? 1 minute. No. This one I created one only. Okay, previous one. We'll do one thing. MySQL, use MySQL. Just change the option on. Earlier off, right? You make it on. Set global slow query log. So variables like slow query. Just give the slow one, okay? Percentage slow. Array babu, what happened? Spelling error. Huh? Variables like slow. Okay, so this is the log file. It is saying come to here, LSI penalty here. So whenever you have made it on, immediately it will create the log file. No need to worry. Same thing Oracle also, right? Oracle also, if you nullify the file, automatically nullify or listener log. Listener log, simply we will remove it, right? Remove it, automatically it will create the this one actually new listener log file. So here also same thing. Old file, whenever it is size reaching, right? You manually move it. Okay, that is the way we'll do the log rotation. One script there, but it's not working. I tested. If it this one actually normally we will do this approach only. So automated fashion, if you want, I will test that one. I am testing already. If that one works, I will give to you. Okay. And one more thing, one more very important thing. See, this one time only possible, not multiple times. Most of the people in real time are facing issue. MySQL, use MySQL one. Okay. So tables, few tables are there. Whatever it is, we'll do one thing. So databases, use TestDB, take so tables. Okay, employee Rambabu table, something is there. Now I'll do one thing. Create table HR. See, caps letter number int. Okay, so tables. So HR table is there. Select star from HR, right? For example, if I want to get it HR, what it is saying? Table does not exist. That means case sensitive, right? Case sensitive actually. But I don't, most of the people, they will use only lower cases, right? Real time. Mostly no one will go with a upper cases. So what you can do, first only you need to decide. Always make a best practice. Whether I'm creating with the uppercase or lowercase, I will not bother. Okay. All the times you need to create with a, I want to access with the lowercase. For that one, this is the option. So variables like lowercase table names actually. Okay. Default, it is off actually. So if you need to make it on, then only, even though you are creating with a bigger table. See, I have created table name with small letters, where I'm selecting small letter, caps letter, both the letters it working. When if I make the lowercase table names 1, bad thing is actually you can do only during the initialization. If someone tell me how many times you will do initialization?
One time.
One time only, right? So that is before itself. Don't think like once done I will load 10 tables, then I will do means complete 0 entries, right? All the data will be gone. Initialization one time. You remember this one, lowercase table names. Okay, remember this point. Then it will be no more case sensitive. Either uppercase or lowercase, up to you. Okay, like
If
that.
we not mention that, what happens? Sir?
Which one?
This
What happened
Lowercase.
now? What happened here? I created a, by mistake, I created table with a caps letter, right? If I do select star from caps letter, it's working fine. If I do small, it is throwing error, right? Table
Okay.
does not exist. But if I do this value 1, if you create table with uppercase, you can select with lowercase. If you create with lowercase, you can select with uppercase. Don't know, right? For example, if I created with uppercase, someone can come and select star from lowercase, right? So that is the reason, don't face that issue. So better you can make it as a default 1. Okay.
So when we are initializing, we need to give in a configuration file.
In the conf file, yes. In etc.conf file, etc my.cnf, you make this entry.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Next one actually, so general log and slow query log, error log done, right? Next important thing is actually binary log, right? The binary log is a set of log files that contains information about data modifications made to MySQL Server instance. Okay. So the log is enabled by starting the server with the log bin. Earlier not like that. By default disabled. You need to enable. But now almost 5 series actually 5.7. So default they are enabling. Okay. Log bin. Let me check. So variables. So what happening? Whatever you are doing, right? Immediately it's recording transaction. Log underscore bin. Okay. So if you see actually by default they are enabling. Okay. Earlier not like that. If anyone has experience on 5 series, MySQL 5 series, default off. Okay. Satish, you know that one? Earlier it is off actually 5 series. Now they are simply keeping on only. You don't need to do anything. Location also they are giving. See, bin base name. Two things are there. Bin base name and another one is actually bin index. Okay. 2 files are there. Let me explain what exactly it is. The log option is enabled by starting the server with the -- log bin. If it is disabled, you can keep this entry -- log bin in the your my.cnf and you can start it. It contain all the statements that update data. Okay, whatever the transaction. Select is a transaction or not transaction. Select.
Non-transaction.
Non-transaction. So anything making changes to the data, that one is the transaction, right? So binary log will contains only transaction information which is making modification to the data modification or updating data. Okay. And one more thing actually, metadata needed for the maintenance of the binary log itself. Binary log events describes actions that can be used to reproduce the changes. We know, right? If you have the transaction log, you can able to do point in time recovery anytime, right? Maybe previous occurred issues, you can reproduce it. That flexibility is there actually. Okay. Main important, binary log has 2 important purposes. One is for replication. What is the purpose in replication? From one server to another server, bin logs will be copied to keep the other side server will be in sync, right? That is one thing. Second thing actually PITR purpose, point in time recovery. Point in time recovery means, for example, you have a backup at morning 6 o'clock, table created at 7 o'clock, by mistake dropped at 8 o'clock. Even though for the table you don't have backup, still you can able to restore it actually. Okay. Still you can able to restore specific table up to the specific point of time. Okay. Remember that point. So now for that purpose, we will use the binary log. Coming to binary log, there are some formats. If you see PostgreSQL, Oracle, no other formats, only single format is binary format. Oracle, can you able to read the binary log file? Akbar? Oracle.
Sorry.
Oracle.
No.
Not able to read it. It's
Yes.
a binary format.
Yes.
PostgreSQL wall file? No,
Wall
right?
file, no.
No, wall file also you cannot see what are the transactions performed, you cannot see.
Yes.
So, but MySQL given still more open. They are giving actually type of logging. So this is very important actually. Okay, type of logging, statement based logging. Okay, row based logging, mixed logging. 3 categories they given. Default actually mixed logging. Okay, mixed logging means default it will use a statement based logging. The good thing is, even though you are using statement based logging, anytime if you want, you can convert it as a row based logging. That flexibility is there. We'll do one thing. What is statement based? Event contains SQL statements that produce data changes actually. Okay, so inserts, updates, deletes, this one will contain statement. Row based logging. Events describe changes to individual rows. Let me explain. First, we'll do one thing. So global variables, right? Like log bin. If you see this, so default on, right? Log bin is on actually, default on. Second thing you do one thing. If you want to disable the logging, okay, you can simply do conf file, go to there and skip bin log. We'll do one thing, how to disable it. Sometimes we will disable it actually, speed up the process during data loading. I don't want to enable the logging, okay. My dot DNF escape I. Escape I actually, okay. So we'll do one thing, skip log bin. You can skip it, generating this one, but if your server has replication, it is not even recommended. For your information, this is a static file, static one. You can simply start the MySQL. You can start the services as well. Okay. Service up and running, ps-ef MySQL, su-MySQL. Okay, so MySQL, use MySQL. So now you do one thing, log bin off, right? Okay, log bin off is there. We'll do one thing. I don't want that one. Mandatory. It is log bin log enabling bin log mode is mandatory. etc my dots enf escape shift z. Escape shift dd double eq. Just restart services. So from MySQL, use MySQL. Okay, make it this one actually log bin. It's on, right? Let it be, no problem. I'll do one thing. I want to share few more details. Not only the parameter, I want to show you log variables, global variables actually, like log bin. If you see this log bin on, okay. Remember, base name is there, index name is there. Actually, base name means my log file name starting with the bin log. Bin log.001, bin log.002, like that actually, okay. And index is there, bin log.index. That means how many log files created, what are the log files names, that details will be there in the bin log index. We'll see that both, okay. If you want, actually you can do one thing, cd now also you can do var log MySQL. What is the base name starting with fix bin log star, right? Bin log star. See, whatever the transaction you're doing, definitely it will actually make a record entry, right? Entry there. So do one thing, that index, bin log index. See, bin log index will contain all the bin log files actually. So default size actually, so one minute, LSI 50 MB, okay, 50 MB. But if you observe actually, so few of the things actually KBs only. So whenever you're doing flush logs, automatically flush logs, right? Whenever you're doing flush logs, automatically it will do create the new file actually. Okay, or else normally it will wait until the 50 MB size. Okay, default it will wait for 50 MB size. If you do flush logs, automatically it will rotate it. Okay, MySQL, use MySQL. So now we'll do one. Anytime you can change the bin location actually. No one will stop you. Okay, log bin is there, right? Anytime you can change the location. We'll do one thing. I will create one directory in here actually. Directory in my location. Exit. Right now I'm in my home MySQL. mkdir in home MySQL, one folder, transaction folder. Okay. Now I'll do one thing. Exit. go to the etc i.cnf actually, okay, escape shift z. Sometimes actually if you want to keep your bin logs in a separate folder, you give it, no one will stop you. Name is actually this one, log bin, but I will give actually like this. Name also, base name I can give it, so I will give like this one actually, okay. For example, MySQL, right? MySQL session, okay, session something like that. I am giving like this, escape colon WQ, as you have changed it actually. So do one thing actually, first don't do any restart kind of thing. If you restart, automatically reflected. First you do one thing, all the old bin logs are there, right? You copy to the this one actually, okay, copy to the new location, that is the first one. So cd, right now I'm in the new location, ls-ltr actually, okay, new location. To reflect this, simply stop the services. Next upcoming file should be created here only, right? Stop. Even though you're not copying also, no problem. Just a transaction log means already completed activity, right? What is the use for with that actually? ls-ltr, see, MySQL session.index, MySQL session.0.01. Now what are the upcoming files are there, right? It will be created like a this one. Do one thing, dwd -MySQL, use MySQL. Okay, what happened? MySQL, use MySQL plus logs. Okay, one time, two time, exit, wd cd, go to the path actually, transaction path, ls-ltr. What happened? Earlier only one file, right? Every flush log it will create a new bin log file, just like a switching. Oracle people aware of this one, PostgreSQL people also, switching log, right? Okay, later you do one thing actually, you can get the details like this. So variables, global variables like MySQL, use MySQL. Okay, slow global variables like, so this is your base base one, this is your index one, right? Okay, log bin on actually, okay, like that. And one more thing, now see, very simple, you no need to go to the directory. You can check so binary logs, okay, so binary logs by default not encrypted, okay, file size actually 2 bytes, this one is a bytes, default bytes, okay, default bytes actually. And one more thing, see, so variables like bin log format, in which format it is, default row format, right? We'll do one thing in row format, how it is recording we'll see, okay. I'll do one thing, I will perform some operation. Use testdb, so tables, data modifications, right? We'll do one thing, which table, insert into create table. We are going for transaction testing, right? And test number integer, name varchar, salary integer. Why is there error? Can someone tell me? I told clearly, varchar you need to mention the data type, right?
Size.
Yeah, size you need to mention. One more mistake,
Create.
create spelling wrong, create table, okay, let it insert in.
But in Postgres is not required.
Postgres is not required, Oracle also not required.
Not.
Insert into this one, values 1, Raj, and the salary 2000, okay. The worst thing with MySQL, with non-stop, if I'm saying class also, it will not complete. Very huge syllabus, seriously. Almost 8, this one 6:40 I started, I have not even given 1 second, one minute break I have not given, right? No concept cleared up to now, still we are dying with the logs only. Insert into this one, select star from right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, 10, 11. Now we'll do one thing, update transit, set number equal to 10, where number equal to 1, okay, where number equal to 1 actually, okay. Almost 4,960 records updated, right? Here if you see here 2048 records inserted. Exit, go to the log directory, ls-ltr, okay, ls-ltr it. So few records in this one actually, latest log file, right? Few records added. Okay, no problem. We'll do one thing. I want to read the bin log file. I told, right? You can read it. MySQL bin log -hyphen no defaults -d. Our database name is which database? I think
TestDB.
TestDB only, right? Yeah, right. TestDB. What is the log file? This is your log file, right? This is your log file. You can make it like a something text file. TestDB.txt something up to you. What is saying as a warning? The option database has been used. It may filter parts of transactions, but will include the GTIDs in case if you want to exclude. See what I have done. All the operations I have done on the TestDB only, right? So that one only I'm filtering. We'll see what exactly there. Let me open this file. TestDB.txt, right? Cat. If you open it, see this one. Grep. I have done inserts. Grep insert 1 minute. Grep -I insert, right? Insert. Sorry, what happened to this one? Scroll up. Just let me scroll up actually. We'll do one thing. Simple. I will do MySQL bin log. I will not go with that much. Go and my file name is there, right? Home. Just LSI penalty here. Are you understanding format? I'll tell you. MySQL DB, MySQL bin log, home, MySQL transaction log. This is the latest file, right? Latest file. Let me open it actually. If you open it, if update is there, it will display not like a update. He added writing something like that. So let me scroll up. I want to show you the exact one. But my bad thing actually. Yeah, I can get it now. See what happens? Updated rows, right? Whenever I'm doing update, actually, it will display like a position. Okay. See, almost that means lot of number of times actually I have done, but it's still actually updating showing. Wherever insert statement, I done inserts. If you remember, I done inserts, right? Insert simply it will display like a writing. Let little bit scroll up. Little bit scroll up. Just a minute. ఒక 5 నిమిషాలు చేస్తా ఉండు. ఒక 5 నిమిషాలు చేస్తా. So see this one. So where it is. Come on. Grep update. Like it will not display like that actually. So now I'll do one thing. I will show you the difference actually. This is row based, right? Default row based. What it is coming actually? Only simple statement. One simple statement. Update is there. One statement only is printing. But I not one row it's printing actually. Even though it is updating 1000 records, updated 1000 records like that it is displaying. But if you go to statement based, okay, simple one. I done for earlier very less actually. It will display like just a minute. Let me make statement. MySQL, use MySQL. So variables, I want to show you the difference. Variables like format, right? Format, make it. If you see row format, right? Set global variable bin format equal to statement. Format to statement. Wait, let me get the exact statement. I have that one. Set command. Where I kept it. Just a minute. Format equal to statement array. Set variable. 1 minute. Let me give 1 minute. I will add this one. Control F. Set bin log format, right? format for statement of okay. I don't want session level. I want this one actually. Complete format. Session means actually only that session only it will come. After that, again you need to, yeah, this one actually, okay, like this. Set a global where I mentioned variable, my bad. Set a global, okay. You can make it like this. Let me change this, change format. Change the format. Like this, you do one thing. Okay, it's still row format, right? I added statement, but still row format. You do one thing, take these things into this one actually. Keep it in the etc conf etc my.cnf escape shift z escape I. Okay, bin log format equal to statement escape colon wq. Just restart the services. Writing MySQL, okay, MySQL, use MySQL. So variables like format, okay, statement format, right? We'll do one thing. Use testdb. Okay, insert into. Will not do multiple one, okay, one row. And this time I'll do one thing. Okay. Delete from this one. If you want to clearly understand, 0 records, right? Now see, one record I inserted. Insert into select star from select star this one. Okay. Test how many records? One row, right? One row affected. Now 2 rows. Now 4 rows. Now 8 rows. Let it be. We'll do one thing. Go to the log one. Transaction ls-ltrh. ls-ltrh. Okay. This is the latest log file, right? MySQL bin log. Full path you give as best practice. MySQL transaction log. This one actually, if you read it, see what it is saying. This one actually statement based. So I have done a insert into this transaction, right? This transaction I done. And one more thing, let me grab will not work. Here also insert into I done actually. And one more thing, before that I done one delete, right? Little bit scroll up. Somewhere delete is there. Yeah. So normally, if you enter 10 times, the 10 times it will be printed actually. But if you go with this one row based, what it will do simply it will say insert into so and so statement updated 10 times or 15 times or it will display like that, which is good. Statement based or row based?
Row based, the log size will be less. If you're going for
Statement will be
statement will be use
size will be very big actually. So you do one thing, capacity up to you. By default size we'll see. So default 5 MB, but in real time we will keep it like a 50 MB or 100 MB like that. Oracle we will keep it 500 MB, right? Read log one. Actually, some people will still keep 50 also.
Depends upon size of
Yes.
the
Variables like you can make it this one. Bin log size. Default one actually. What is the size? You can check it. Select. This is bytes. Make it as a KB. Make it as a MB. We'll do one thing. So what is this MB actually? Almost 1 GB. Max bin log size. It can grow up to 1 GB. In 8 onwards, default size. It can grow until 1 GB. So format this one. Bin log expiry log seconds actually. Okay. So this one, if you want to set it expiry, so within 120 seconds, it will, that means 2 minutes actually. Within 2 minutes, it will expire. But thing is, you need to mention bin log expiry logs auto purge. Auto purge if you enable, okay. If you enable, then only this condition will work. If you have not enabled, this one will not work. Even though for rotation purpose you kept it, right? Your intention is you will wait until the size fills. Every 2 minutes automatically recycle old files. Okay, auto delete. For that you need to on this option, expiry logs auto purge. Earlier expiry log days is there. If I give 3 days, 4 days, so it will not delete the previous bin log files. But now they removed this one. They introduced this concept, log seconds. Before this many seconds, I don't want the old bin log files. Okay, like that you can make it actually. So yeah, so this one actually, this one only. Yeah, so if you go with a statement based, actually individual it will print it, row based it will treats like a single statement. That is the difference actually. Okay, so max bin log size you can change it up to you. How much value you want, you can change it accordingly. Value expiry purge on log seconds 20, then only in that case only it will rotate the previous entries. Okay, so like that. See, this one actually seconds. How many seconds? Default value by 60. Make it 60 means how many minutes? 4,000 some minutes, right? Make it by 60. Select by 60. So it will come actually almost 720 hours. So make it that one by 60. 30 days, huh?
30.
30 days, I think so. 30 days, right? See, 24 hours
24
per
days.
day, 24 hours, right? Default 30 days expiry. If you want to change, you can change it to 3 days, 4 days, up to you. Okay. If anyone asks, you can tell them default 30 days. Now, wantedly, sometimes what will happen? Oracle, we have this option. Delete archive before 2 hours, before 3 hours, right? In the same manner here, purge logs before date sub now interval last 1 hour, maybe see last 1 hour I don't want. It will delete before the last 1 hour. Okay, don't think minutes it there. We'll see. Make it. Let me try minute. NUTE MINUTE minute, correct? Okay, last 10 minutes not there. Let purge last 2 minutes. Exist so binary logs. So binary logs, right? This is the function gone, right? All old one. PWD LSI penalty. Okay, so old one gone. This one completely out of series. Okay, this one safe side I kept it, previous one. After new naming, so all gone, right? Only 4 is there, like that. Okay, up to you. Before, sometimes actually bin logs occupying more space. If you want to do cleanup hourly basis, or this one also. Okay, minute spaces also you can able to do that. And one more thing actually, log slave updates is there. Okay, this concept completely, wherever the word slave is there, it's deprecated. Instead of slave in 8 series, they make it as a replica. Log replica updates actually specifies whether updates received by the replica server from a replication source server should be logged into the replica's own binary log. See, yeah, not you. Office itself, a big discussion came actually. One guy told actually, Rambabu, can I enable archive mode on the standby server? Can we do that in PostgreSQL? Archive mode in standby?
No.
No, right? Archive mode will not generate any transactions. You cannot enable.
Yes. But MySQL it is available, right?
Yes, MySQL they give an option. If you want actually, hey, I will keep the standby server transaction log separate. Yes, you can. For that, you need to keep this entry. What is that? Log slave update, log replica updates, not slave. Log replica updates actually. This option, if you keep it in that file, automatically it will keep it. Next one, sync bin log equal to 1 is there. Sync bin log equal to 0 is there actually for data flushing. Okay, so I will do one thing. Tomorrow I will cover this one. Already too late today. Okay, tomorrow I will cover this one. Few statements, a few important things. These 3 I will cover actually. Flushing directly to the disk, flushing to the memory, from memory to disk actually, like a two layer. This one we'll see tomorrow. This one, and later I will enter into the security part.
Ram, here a question, like you are inserting and deleting, right? You are not flushed that one, like commit in Oracle. It's automatically
Auto commit,
committed.
right? MySQL auto commit. I told already.
But day before yesterday, you were saying the flushing like commit.
No, privileges. If I give any privileges, right?
Okay.
Automatically it will not reflect. So if you give the flush privileges, or else exit and connect, only privileges part. Privileges, okay, not the data.
In this, we don't have any rollback option.
No,
If
no,
I
no.
done
Default
a
auto commit.
printf.
See, variables like auto.
Mm.
Auto commit. Okay, default on. If you make off, then every time you need to enter. Commit like that. You need to enter by default on.
Okay.
Okay, we'll meet tomorrow.
Rambabu, tomorrow 7:30 is okay, right? Because I
Not
have some-
7:30, 7:05, 7:10 like that. I can spend 10 minutes like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Before that, you make sure
Okay.
all the three servers or 4 servers are. If you do
Okay.
host name -i, it should display the host name. Oh, sorry, host name and IP address should be printed. Host name -i is there, right?
Okay.
You make sure whatever you want to do, you do. If I enter host name -i, server IP should come.
Okay.
If I do host name, it should not come local host. Okay, original host name should come. Whatever
Okay.
you want to do, you do. But 4
Okay.
servers, keep it ready with like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. రజనీ
Thank
గారు
you.
అయిందండి ఇష్యూ అది?
అవ్వలేదండి. దాన్ని మాస్టర్ ని అప్లికేషన్ కి కనెక్ట్ చేసి వదిలేశారు.
వదిలేసారు. అసలు ఒక్క నిమిషం రికార్డింగ్ ఆఫ్ చేస్తున్నాను.